Welcome to the Reddit library. Today we'll be looking at r/AskReddit, where the user Indurative Concilus asks the question, what's a joke that's so stupid it's funny? Knock knock, who's there? Quiet horse. Quiet horse who? Nay. Why do seagulls fly over the sea? Because if they flew over the bay, they'd be bagels. Edit. Thanks for the gold, kind stranger. What's the difference between a dirty bus stop and a lobster with breast implants? One's a crusty bus station, the other is a busty crustacean. What's the best thing about Switzerland? Well, the flag's a big plus. To be frank, I'd have to change my name. Statistically, 6 out of 7 dwarves are not happy. I know a really stupid knock-knock joke. I just need someone else to start it for me. Knock-knock. Who's there? Nice. Very nice. Nice, very nice who? Nice. Very nice. Twice. Knock-knock. How do you think the unthinkable? With an iceberg. Why are those explorer hats called pith helmets? Because giraffes have very long legs. Side note, this joke is really stupid. I bought the world's worst Thesaurus today. Not only was it terrible, but it was also terrible. Have you ever smelled mothballs before? How do you get their little legs apart? The Lepers hockey game was canceled due to a face-off in the corner. There are no divorce courts at the North Pole, so when Santa and his wife wanted to split up, they got a semicolon. They're great for separating independent clauses. Why can't the Pope be cremated? 'Cause he's alive. A drummer's wife had quadruplets. He wanted to name each one Anna. She asked how they will tell them apart. He replied, Anna 1, Anna 2. What's the difference between Dubai and Abu Dhabi? People in Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but people in Abu Dhabi do. Being told I was deaf was really hard to hear. 2 pretzels were walking down a back alley. One was assaulted. The most dangerous joke ever told. I told my mom that when I'm older I was going to build a car out of spaghetti. You should have seen her face when I drove pasta. I think this works better with an English accent rather than an American one. East Coast also works. And Aussie. Why don't chickens wear underwear? Because their pecker is on their face. A colleague in my work told me this joke during training, and we could not stop laughing at how bad this joke was. Tearing up, couldn't look at each other, people started staring, had to walk away for 5 minutes, come back, and resume crying. I stole this from online, but I used it at work and got a bunch of laughs. While using the stepladder, someone said, "What do you need that ladder for?" I replied, "I never knew my real ladder. This is just my stepladder." But he raised me nevertheless. Steak jokes are a rare, medium well done. Edit. Everyone is telling me the midget joke. A psychic dwarf was committed for murder. After a few days in prison, he broke out. He was a small, medium, at large. What did the grape say when the elephant sat on it? Nothing, but it let out a little wine. 2 hunters are out in the woods when one of them collapses. He doesn't seem to be breathing and his eyes are glazed. The other guy whips out his phone and calls the emergency services. He gasps, "My friend is dead. What can I do?" The operator says, "Calm down, I can help. First, let's make sure he's dead." There's a silence. Then a shot is heard. Back on the phone, the guy says, "Okay, now what?" Courtesy of my daughter. What do you call a broken can opener? A can't opener. A blonde and a lawyer are seated next to each other on a flight from Los Angeles to New York. The lawyer asks if she would like to play a fun game. The blonde, tired, just wants to take a nap, so she politely declines and rolls over to the window to catch a few winks. The lawyer persists and explains that the game is easy and a lot of fun. He says, "I ask you a question, and if you don't know the answer, you pay me $5 and vice versa." Again, she declines and tries to get some sleep. The lawyer, now agitated, says, "Okay, if you don't know the answer, you pay me 5, and if I don't know the answer, I will pay you 500. This catches the blonde's attention, and, figuring there will be no end to this torment, agrees to the game. The lawyer asks the first question, "What's the distance from the Earth to the moon?" The blonde doesn't say a word, reaches into her purse, and pulls out a $5 bill and hands it to the lawyer. "Okay," says the lawyer, "your turn." She asks, "What goes up a hill with 3 legs and comes down with 4 legs?" The lawyer, puzzled, takes out his laptop computer and searches all his references. No answer. He taps into the airphone with his modem and searches the internet and the Library of Congress. No answer. Frustrated, he sends emails to all his friends and coworkers, but to no avail. After an hour, he wakes the blonde and hands her 500. The blonde thanks him and turns back to get more sleep. The lawyer, who is more than a little miffed, stirs the blonde and asks, "Well, what's the answer?" Without a word, the blonde reaches into her purse, hands the lawyer $5, and goes back to sleep. The opposite of a dumb blonde joke. Not that stupid type of funny for this thread, but this was great. Do you know any bad jokes that are somewhat bearable? Leave it in the comments below and it might be featured in an upcoming video. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit subscribe for more videos from the library.